Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the Harlem and Brooklyn Railroad. Today, I will provide my latest updates. And as I provide them, I'll give you some good views of my layout with some trains running. At the moment, I have a hopper train running on the lower level, the B line, and I have a mixed freight train that is running on the C line, making its way back and forth. My latest purchase is this BLI SD70E from the Montana Railroad. Let me turn it down some. This is an engine I've been looking at for a while. It's my third BLI engine. I was skeptical based on the performance of my first two, which, I like them. I like the ditch lights and all that. But this runs excellent. No issues on the track, no derailments. The sound has been consistent pretty much, or good enough for me. And of course it has the Mars lights on the front. So I'm happy there. Back up some. This is the passenger area. Added two Tomex Japanese style engine houses, but as you can see, I'm just using it for my passenger cars maintenance. The standard look from your Sanford Amtrak station in Florida. But I just make things up as I go along. This is my view of Main Street. I'm liking how it looks, the pavement and all. I haven't touched it up in a bit, but it doesn't take much to make me happy, and it's coming out good for me. You can see the background. I've been slowly trying to add the blue everywhere. Printed some buildings out, and those will be industries served by the railroad. That area back there is more of the food plants and such. So more on that in the future. So the big thing I've been working on this last week are my signals. And with the signals, I had to do some rewiring to make sure I had the blocks that I want. And I'm not an expert on how prototypical signals are. I have very little knowledge on that at the moment, but I do know how the Digitrack signals work, and I know what I'm expecting the signals to do, so that's where I'm going there. So I was using an old BD4 style detector. I don't have one in front of me right now. Oh yeah, I do actually, excuse me. Let me pan out some. So I've been using this, and I just realized that I didn't have things wired. Since I was revising my blocks, I forgot to remove some of the leads, so I don't think the JMRI was reading things consistently and correctly. But I did get a chance to see how it worked. It was reading the signals, and the sensors were okay. I was playing around with some of the logic in JMRI to get the signals going how I wanted to. And so today I was just reblocking, quote unquote, this length of track right here. And it's, as far as my signals, it's just going to be for the one main line. So the signals will not be the turnouts down here will not be incorporated. And this is just my test. Like I said, I'm new to the signals. Everything has been working well now. I can give you a sample through JMRI. Been playing around with this for the last few days, so I'm kind of understand what's going on now. The signals have been working, so you can see, and the other one back there does the same. And excuse me 1 second. Eventually, and this is not written in stone yet because I've been thinking out ways on how I will put these signals down, but I do intend to use the signal heads like these. Scan in a bit. These are from Atlas, so I'll have to do some more soldering in the near future. But so right now my issue is because I thought I messed up on my wiring, I went ahead and used the later version of the later version BD4N. As you can see right there, that's one of the two that I have. I used that because I thought I would get more of a reliable signal, and it's been working with my DS64. So I went ahead and got that, but right now JMRI is not reading the signals at all from. So I left some previous power leads on my blocks, and that was messing up the signal going to JMRI. So I removed those. One of my blocks still wasn't working, which is this track that we're looking at now, but it wasn't needed for the logic of these two simple signal heads. So both of these signal heads they have the logic with it. The signal we're looking at now, of course, is going to be red for some time. Right now, there's a block that the train is about to go to, and that is going to signal both signal heads, and eventually, as you would expect, it would go to yellow and then go back to green at some time. I did put some delay on both signals, just based on where my blocks are at, pretty much maybe 2 minutes, I think. So it gives time for the train to move out the way, trying to get it as prototypical as possible, but again, I don't even know the rules. So what are we looking at now? Pretty much I'm just showing you guys it's just a duplication with a different train, and I speeded it up, but I'm just showing you the ordination of the signals. I will, in the next example, I will show a train going in the opposite direction, and in a future video I can show you where the blocks are, and then it will, for someone who's just learning these signals, it will make sense. But ultimately, my time with JMRI this week has been positive. It's not really, it wasn't as complex to get going, although I forgot to remove those power leads, and it did interfere with my signal, basically not giving me a signal. And I was going back and forth between the DS64, I'm sorry, the older style BD4 and the new style, thinking there was something wrong with that, but nothing wrong with the Digitrax products at all. And right now, this is probably this is the ending of the video. The train is about to go on the block, like right there.